welcome to episode 5 of Thabo and Gugu Talk Life and Business. And today we're going to be talking about Airbnb essentials.
I'm Thabo.
And I'm Gugu.
Yes, let's go. So,
Do you want to kick
Airbnb essentials. We are both super hosts, so obviously we know what we're talking about when it comes to what's important in Airbnb essentials. So, do you want me to kick it off, or you want to surprise us and hit the list?
No, you can go on. Go on.
Okay, I mean, the first one of the most important things is which a lot of people underestimate when it comes to Airbnb is the internet. I mean, we live in an internet world right now. So even when people are applying for jobs, did you know this? When people are applying for jobs, the people applying for jobs actually ask the company if you provide free internet, free Wi-Fi.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't been in a professional setting in a while.
So that's you see, that's how important internet is. When you go to like restaurants, anyway, people always ask for the Wi-Fi password, etc. So in your Airbnb listing, if you don't have like good internet, I mean high-speed internet. So when you're buying internet, you don't want to be buying the cheaper speed, the low download speed. Because think about it, like when people come to your listing, they'll be watching probably Netflix or they'll be on YouTube. So these things like consume high internet data. So you want the best internet. So I think for me, to kick it off, I'll say the internet.
Yeah, I think also just to add on to that, besides the Netflix and Amazon stuff, also just connecting to their own phone, because we also just don't get local people coming from international areas. So they just need to get connected and research and be able to do stuff that they can't do without it.
Yeah, no, that's actually a good point, because it's not only always local guests, so it's there's people coming from abroad and they'll be using WhatsApp, all these things. So no, that's good. That's a good point.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
What's on your mind then when it comes to another hit list amenity?
To add on to that, I would say coffee machine. I'm a coffee lover myself, so I can imagine how many other guests love coffee. So you can have, obviously, a kettle is essential for you to have. However, to top it off, to attract guests, because that's the main goal for having Airbnb. You want to attract people. So a coffee machine is something we offer ourselves, because it's a top-notch item, isn't it? So we offer coffee pods as well. However, we don't forget people who don't do normal coffee. There's like also other decaf options as well. So our pods are not just the normal ones. We offer decaf as well, just to try and cater for as much people as we can.
And you forgot tea. So I mean, like, not everyone is a coffee enthusiast like yourself. So I mean, there are people who want tea, and so we do provide. We call it teas and coffees.
Yes.
By having that professional coffee machine,
that makes a difference, doesn't it?
And those things, are they expensive or they're not? Because I remember when you came up with the idea, when you suggested it, I was like, coffee machine, Google, like you're adding more to the expensive.
It does sound expensive. However, you do research that you do get some good, quite reasonable ones. So we've got like the Nespresso one, isn't it?
Yes, Nespresso. Yeah, is that the brand Nespresso? But you can get like the no-name brands, which like they still do the same thing. To me, they do the same thing, and like they do make a difference when it comes to guest experience, etc. Because like we've had reviews which actually reflect that, or like, oh, we love the coffee machine.
Yeah,
whatever.
They felt like they had a personalized experience as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's actually true. That's actually true. So yeah, we've spoke about coffee. I think the next one, which is very important when it comes to guest experience, like to these key Airbnb amenities, is like the TV, Yes. So when it comes to TV, I know there's two things we're going to cover. Is like you need to have a TV in
just
your
any
Airbnb.
Standard TV or HD? What would you recommend?
So for me, is like your TV needs to be direct proportionate with your room size, But having said that, you don't have to go get the big name brands, like the cinema room TVs or the likes of Sony, Samsungs. You can get the cheap brand, whatever the cheapest brand is, but as long as it's got like the HD qualities, it's got all the built-in Netflix, it's got all the built-in YouTube channels, BBC ones, all those things. As long as it's built in there, like what they call smart TV. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you get a smart TV, but when it comes to sizes, I see a lot of Airbnbs, they put like the 55, 65 inches. To me, no. A standard 43 inch, 40 inch would do the job.
Why no to the 55?
I mean, what's the point? Because that's like 55.
What's not the point?
Okay. Don't forget you're running a business, yeah. Running a charity. So I mean,
Yeah.
the difference between a 55 and a 43 inch could set you back 300-400 pounds, yeah. But in terms of like a guest booking, the minute they see there is a TV, they're not gonna say, well, the TV which is there is a 43 inch, the TV which is there is a 55 inch. I mean, you've booked Airbnbs
Yes.
as a traveler. And you've seen the pictures, you've seen the TV, but you've never booked to say, well, they've got a 55 inch and the other listing at a 43 inch. So I'm going to book this listing. So
sorry, to
those
add
are my
on to
thoughts.
that.
What's your opinion on that?
My opinion on that is just like you mentioned before, the TV size has to sort of relative to the size of the room. So I think that just sums it up. You wouldn't know the exact detail, whether it's 43, 55 or whatever. But if it's sort of relative to the size of the room, I think it makes more sense then.
Now, it does make more sense in terms of the relativity of the room. But I was basing it on average. Most rooms in the UK or most rooms we've got our properties in, like 43 inch will work. Yes, we do have other properties with 55 inches, 65 inches, because when we bought those TVs, they were on offer. But I mean, if they were on full price,
it wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't make sense because, we actually got them on bargain. And you know what? Like, to add on to this is for those people who are thinking of starting this Airbnb business, don't just wait until you've got a property to start buying the furniture.
Yes.
If you know what, like I'm targeting 6 months or 3 months time to have my listing up and ready, you can look for those offers because we got like a half price deal on a 55 inch. And that time, one of the properties was not ready, but we knew we were going to set up the property.
Something. But I think with that, it also depends if you've got storage space as well, because you don't want to be just buying and where are you going to store it if you don't have that?
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good point.
But it was a good point there. Anyway, moving on, Tab, I think, the TVs, I think the audience has got the message now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to add on to that, it's the first aid kit. So we believe it's something that's often overlooked because ideally we don't want any accidents to happen in any of the properties. However, once in a while, such things do happen, whether in the property or from outside, wherever the guests would have come from. So just having that little touch of first aid kit stored somewhere in the property helps a lot.
Yeah, no, that's first aid kit because you never know when you're gonna hurt yourself or if there's, if you cut yourself in a kitchen with the knife, etc. So you actually need that. That's actually a good point. But in terms of in our first aid kit box, do we actually like review and check after a while? Because we don't know if like it's been used. How often should people just check their first aid kit to see if there is enough stock in that?
I think we can probably ask the cleaners to do it on ideally too, or if not, if whenever we get a chance to go into the properties at least once a month, I think we should do that.
Yeah. So that's a good point. But another amenity which I want us to touch on is the central heating system, the thermostat.
Cost of living in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's freezing, especially us who live in Scotland. I mean, Scotland it's always cold, yeah. But like we get a lot of international guests who ask the question to say, oh, does he have air conditioning? Because I mean, a lot of people abroad, they use the air conditioning.
The AC, yeah.
And so when you tell them, no, we've got like central heating, which is like gas central heating, and it works like that. It's got a boiler, and a lot of them don't understand. So we now use the Hive. Is it Hive thermostat?
Yes.
We use the Hive thermostat to control that. Yeah. So how important is this amenity like for us to have it? Are you
going to answer that yourself? Is that a question for me?
Okay, I'll answer it. So to have the central heating, it's a very important thing because, as I mentioned, we get guests coming from abroad, and so they don't know these things. So if it's people in the UK, they know like, okay, every UK household is got most, like I think 80% have got the gas central heating system.
Yes.
So having like a standard thermostat, and also in that thermostat we've got a guidebook which guides them to say or use these settings to increase the temperature, decrease the temperature, or whatever you want it to look like, you know. But whereas if the guest is coming from abroad, you know, they don't know this. So
yeah, so it's good to have that guide. And also to add on to that, from a controlling perspective, so we do ask like the guests in the checkout details to turn it off or reduce it. However, we know sometimes when they're leaving, they're now in a rush, so we do ask the cleaner to sort of tick that box to make sure it's switched off before they leave.
Yeah, no, that's true. Another amenity which I just thought of now, which I think is important, but you need to answer this one.
Do I?
The hair dryers.
Oh yes, hair dryers, especially for the ladies. I know men do dry their hair as well, especially those that have got the long hair, but it's just an essential to have as well, because especially most people who are traveling, once they've washed their hair and stuff and they're getting ready to go somewhere, instead of just using a towel and stuff, that takes longer to dry as well, whereas a hair dryer speeds up the process, then they can get on with the next stuff on their program. So it's good to have, not just like a travel size, because someone can easily pack it by accident. So if you get like a decent size where you know it's going to be there all the time regardless, so that's one thing to have, yeah.
Oh, okay. So maybe let's say for a standard property, a 2-bedroom property, how many hair dryers should you have? A 2-bedroom property which attracts 5 or 6 guests?
So with that, well, I think 2 will be a good number to have. Then at least there's not like a long waiting list to have to use that one dryer.
Yeah, just in case all like the 6 guests want to use it.
Yes.
So,
so to be on the safe side, 2 is ideal.
Yeah. No, that's good. So I mean, the other amenities, you get your ironing boards, which like hotels provide this, and I think all Airbnb hosts should provide this as well.
Even a steamer as well. So whichever is easy, as long as there's something.
Do you provide a steamer?
Well, no, we don't, but I know other people do. Yes.
Okay.
So I think it's also quite handy to have if possible. Yes.
That's otherwise it will be like a full laundry then.
Well, can I get to the top notch, innit?
Yeah. So when it comes to amenities as well, how important are like us having white goods? So white goods, I mean like your cookers, your fridges, all these things.
So the importance of that is, as an Airbnb compared to a hotel, we're trying to create a home away from home kind of feel. And not everyone likes to have restaurant kind foods or takeaways. So some people like to just come and relax and chill and cook their own food. So having those kind of white goods really helps for people to still get that, which they could easily do in their own home.
No, that's true. Okay. So, but don't hotels also provide... Hotels provide fridges.
It's fridge, yes, but in terms of obviously the cooker, the microwave and stuff, no. So I guess that's the advantage of having the Airbnb service outside of being a hotel.
No, that's good. So other ones, the pillows.
Yes,
let's move on to the bedroom, like to say things which are in the bedroom. We've got the pillows, the bedsides.
And the mattress as
mattresses. Yeah, I mean... Because when it comes to like mattresses, you get a wide range of mattresses. You get the soft, the hard, medium, etc. So we try mirror and copy exactly what hotels do. Yes. And I think they go to like, when it comes to firmness, they go to that level around medium, just above medium. Yeah, just above medium.
Because you can't please everyone. Everyone likes a different comfort, but at the same time, it's like... Yeah, on average, really, which one is the best option? That's how we're going about it, isn't it?
Yes, no. So yeah, someone once asked me that question: to like, do I buy soft, do I buy medium, or do I buy like firm or hard? I was like, nah, we just go slightly above the medium mark, and so it's very important to actually go for that, because like the soft ones usually cause back pains for a lot of people. I mean, if you sleep in a soft one at home, when you come to our Airbnbs, it will be like, or when you go to hotels, it will be kind of hard for you.
Because you can't really choose in a hotel what sort of mattress you like, isn't it? So
no, you can't.
Realistically, I don't think that's possible to please everyone.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the same as pillows. We just usually go for the standard ones. Then when it comes to duvets, because we in the UK, I think, is it like 13 or 15 like in terms of the thickness of the duvets which we put.
Yeah,
Yeah, so because I mean it's cold and other people don't like to have that central heating. But other hosts, they usually change this in the summer to say they put summer ones,
summer
winter
ones, the
ones,
winter
but
ones,
we
yeah.
leave it standard and we've
Just
never
to try
had
and
it.
suit all seasons,
Yeah,
I think. And also from a cost perspective, getting something that suits all seasons is also less admin work and it's affordable as well.
Nah, very true. Because imagine just when it comes to summer, you change it. When it comes to winter, you change it. That's another job on its own. So,
Yeah,
so we try to avoid that. Before we proceed, we just wanted to tell you about this podcast series, which me and Gugu do, are sponsored by our two companies. One of them is called Love Your Stays. I'll let Gugu speak on that. And the other one is an educational company where we help people who are starting on their Airbnb journey to actually get their first Airbnb property in the next 30 days. So this is the 10-day Airbnb crash course. The link up or sign up details are in the description below. The next one is Love Your Stays.
Love Your Stays. So that's our Airbnb business, the business that helps us to offer guests some accommodation. And in addition to that as well, we do offer joint venture opportunities. So if you're interested, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, and all those details are in the description below. So yeah, let's carry on the conversation.
Yeah, so I think another essential that we need to make people aware of that's ideal for an Airbnb host is mirrors. So mirrors in especially the bedrooms and the bathrooms are essential because it's nice to have a look at yourself when you're getting ready, about to leave the house, or just to see how you look as well. And not just the wall mirrors. I think standalone also give the room a nice look, but at the same time, you can see yourself head to toe, how you look.
Yeah. No,
and they're also movable as well. So regardless of where you feel comfortable looking at yourself, so at least having that standalone mirror makes a difference as well.
No, that's very true. That's very true. Because especially if you're attracting both holiday makers and contractors. So, I mean, mirrors, even contractors, I mean, who like to use that feature, but like mainly holiday makers who've come to visit. When they go out, they want to see how they look, and yeah, it's easy for them to dress up. And I mean, having like in the bedroom, bathroom, and in the hallway before someone goes out, it's a very nice personal touch to have that.
And also to add on, another essential is a desk and chair. So, because again, we don't just attract holiday makers and contractors, we do attract professional people that have come to work in the city. So having that in at least one of the rooms helps to give that option for someone who's having to work from home or have a meeting.
Yeah, no, so I think this was popularized during COVID. Mm-hmm. So when the whole work from home was when Airbnb opened up again, they came up with this feature of working from home. So a lot of people wanted to book because of that feature. So if you had put that feature on in your listings, the ranking was increased by Airbnb. So your property would rank higher than any other properties like your competitors. So I mean, it's a standard feature to have now.
Yeah.
So even if like you've got a dining table and it's a workable space, someone can work there. You just need to mention it to say, look, I've got a workspace, but it's a dining table and someone can work there.
Yeah.
And obviously, like that comes back to the first point we raised in this podcast about internet. So if people are working from home, you need to have like a
high-speed
internet, which is good.
Quite good.
I think that's it for this episode. What do you think?
I think before we end, something just popped up in my mind now, which is another essential. Obviously, we do provide towels like body towels and hand towels, but what are your thoughts from our experience and what you've seen out there on the color of the towels to provide?
Avoid white. Now, the main reason we've had like bad experience with white. I mean, white is the industry standard color.
It looks nice.
White is nice. It's clean. You can see. But like what we've realized is with white, you get people now removing makeup, using the towels or wiping their trainers. Using the towels.
They just get stained
so
excessively.
It easily gets stained, and for you to remove those stains, it's like literally impossible. So you just end up like throwing away towels because you can't reuse a staying towel to the guests.
Yeah.
Even if you take it to the laundry, do whatever you do, that's it for it. So what we started to do is put like different colors, which are nice, and they're pretty, like, actually when you put them on top of the bed, it actually
looks nice.
Nice, and it's more vibrant to the room. It
brings a bit more life to the room, isn't it?
Yes. So whereas if it was just the standard white, it's and everyone is like, you also want to have that USP, unique selling point.
Yes.
Because if everyone is doing white towels, what's your USP? What's your unique selling point?
No, that's true. So I think that's it for me.
So thank you so much for watching this far, and if you like these episodes, please comment below if you've got questions or what you want to see more from us, and subscribe to the channel, because we'll be releasing more of these. And so thank you.
Thank you, everyone.